Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there was a mischievous little fox. Long ago, the verdant forest was not just a haven for countless creatures, but also a magical world full of sound and color. Golden rays of sunlight pierced through the leaves. The babbling of a stream harmonized with the cheerful chirping of birds, creating a symphony of nature. Among it all, the little fox, with his vibrant orange fur and mischievous eyes, was always the center of playful antics. One day, while frolicking around, the fox accidentally stepped on the tail of his friend, the white rabbit. So soft and fluffy, the rabbit's tail was very sensitive, and the rabbit winced in pain. The fox froze, feeling awkward and unsure of what to do. Rabbit didn't cry, but turned away with a sorrowful look on his face. The rabbit's silence weighed heavily on the fox's heart. Nearby, a squirrel, busy munching on a nut, spoke up. "Fox, if you just say sorry to the rabbit, things will get better." The fox hesitated. "Just say that." The squirrel nodded firmly. "Exactly. A sincere apology isn't just polite, it also shows respect for others." The fox thought deeply. Inside him, the squirrel's words sparked a new feeling, like a gentle breeze rustling through the green forest. The fox hesitantly walked toward the rabbit. The rabbit's long ears were still drooped, and his eyes no longer sparkled with their usual cheerfulness. The fox bowed his head and softly mumbled, "I'm sorry for stepping on your tail." The rabbit looked up in surprise. His large round eyes blinked, and gradually, a warm smile appeared on his face. "It's okay. Thank you for apologizing." The rabbit's kind words were like a soothing rain washing away the fox's unease. For the first time, the fox realized the magical power of simple words. From that day forward, the two became closer friends. The fox was no longer shy about admitting mistakes, and the rabbit was always ready to forgive, knowing that the apologies came from the heart. Another day, the fox was hungry and went in search of food. That morning, the sunlight bathed the forest in golden hues. The fox wandered through the woods, his stomach growling with hunger. He saw the squirrel cheerfully nibbling on a nut up in a tree. The nut looked shiny and delicious, making the fox's mouth water. The fox cautiously asked, "Squirrel, could you share some of your nuts with me?" The squirrel grinned and quickly tossed down a small portion. "Of course, Fox, sharing with friends is the best." Receiving the nut, the fox remembered the squirrel's earlier advice and said, "Thank you, squirrel." Something magical happened immediately. The squirrel burst into laughter, his bright eyes twinkling. "Your gratitude makes sharing feel so worthwhile." As the fox took a bite of the nut, its sweet, nutty flavor spread through his mouth, but it wasn't as sweet as the joy in his heart. He realized that gratitude not only brought happiness to others, but also made him feel happier himself. From then on, the fox practiced saying sorry and thank you to all his friends in the forest. Every day, the fox made an effort to say sorry and thank you, even for the smallest things, whether it was accidentally dropping a leaf on the deer's head or receiving a morning greeting from the bird. He always took time to show courtesy. The forest began to change. The fox's polite words spread like seeds of kindness, taking root in the hearts of every inhabitant. From the deer to the bird, from the squirrel to the rabbit, everyone started following the fox's example. Conversations became livelier, filled with laughter and warmth. One day, the fox stood in the middle of the forest, basking in the warm sunlight. He said, "Kind words truly are a kind of magic." That sentence became a motto cherished by all the forest residents. From that day forward, the fox became a beloved friend to all creatures. The story of the polite fox spread beyond the forest, reaching distant meadows and fields. Animals from other forests came to visit, eager to learn the secret to building a happy community. The fox became a shining example. Day by day, he shared his simple tale about the power of saying sorry and thank you, helping others realize that courtesy is the key to opening the door to friendship, love, and happiness. The green forest was no longer just a home, but also a warm, loving sanctuary. Wherever the fox went, he was met with smiles and friendly gazes, like a never-fading magical charm.